And today we're gonna be reacting to 25 facts movies theaters don't want you to know. It's probably gonna go about things that we don't know that goes on inside the movie theaters, and also it probably gonna tell us like why like you ever go to movie theaters and like the food costs way more than the ticket price. It's probably gonna go into that and why it's like that, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the video and see what's going on with all these facts.
Arcade Boy.
Ooh, Dub, you killing them. What I say?
Secretly watching your every move. It might feel dark and private, but movie theaters use hidden cameras with night vision to keep an eye on you. And that's only the beginning. Ever wondered what's
They got night vision cameras. Oh, that means y'all can't be doing no freaky stuff inside the movie theaters. You're gonna get caught and get a charge. So y'all think y'all going to movie theaters and do some, you know what, some tug. They got you on camera and they might ban you for life and might get a charge. So think about that.
sneaky tricks movie theaters use against you? Well, wonder no more. Today, I'm digging into the trade secrets of movie theaters. From the secret night vision cameras to how much cinemas really make. I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 facts movie theaters don't want you to know. 25. Popcorn is marked up 1,275%. Imagine paying $150 for a bottle of water. Well, this is basically the same as popcorn prices at the cinema. Like the airport, the movie theater is a captive market. At the concession stand is where your wallet takes the biggest hit, and no item more than popcorn. It's marked up over 1,200%. At AMC, where you pay $10 for a bucket of popcorn, chances are it costs less than 80 cents to make. It really is the bread and butter of the industry. 24. You can rent out theaters to play video games. This is a gamer's dream setup. A gigantic
Now that would be lit. I do know about this. I always thought about doing that at one point in time. I might do it one day if I feel like really doing that. But yeah, this is lit right here. Like just rent out a movie theater and just play the game. You and your peoples. Hey, let's play the game together. Do a little. Like a 1v1 four against all. I'll definitely get into something like this.
empty theater hooked up to a console. And it could be you. It's possible to rent out a movie theater, set up your video game console, and play it with your friends from the comfort of a movie seat. There is usually some lag, so don't do this if you want to run a competitive tournament, but as a fun event, it's a memorable idea. Some companies rent out their theaters for just $300. 23.
That's not bad.
Movies start late deliberately. The time on your movie ticket is wrong, and it's designed that way. That time is to get you into your seat, but not for the movie, the ads. The more people are sitting ready, the more money movie theaters can demand from advertisers. It's become a pre-movie ritual by this point. Laughing at bad trailers or getting in the mood for upcoming movies, so most people don't mind. But if you are running a little late, don't sweat it. Chances are you have a good 10 or 15 minutes before the movie really starts. And I think I just saw in the news,
You get your time to buy that expensive food, get your popcorn, get your drink, and also, the movie ain't gonna start, so you're basically just gonna be watching a lot of ads, a lot of different movie trailers to show you all the upcoming movies that's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be all that type of good stuff. But yeah, I see why like when you go to movies, you thinking like you're gonna miss it, but when you get there, you're not really missing nothing. It's still like good 5-10 minutes showing movie trailers that's gonna be coming out.
it's soon going to be up to 30. 22. Movie popcorn isn't real butter. The butter on movie theater popcorn has a secret ingredient.
It ain't real butter? It ain't real butter? No. What? It's not real butter, y'all? What we be eating? What we be eating? What's in this popcorn? I mean, I know it makes it more yellow than anything, but what is it? Let's see what he's talking about.
The reason popcorn tastes the same every time is the same reason you can never seem to get it right at home. Because there is a secret ingredient. It's usually something like Flavorcool, which is a butter-flavored salt.
Flavorcool.
This is what makes it bright yellow too, but that's not all. Along with the Flavorcool goes a heavy dose of butter flavoring, oil, a few chemicals I can't pronounce, and voila! This makes the entire popcorn making process simple, cheap, and oh so delicious. 21.
So butter flavored oil. That's what we eating. Butter flavored oil. Alright.
Film studios can take 90% of ticket revenue. The real reason ticket prices keep going up has nothing to do with the movie theater. Movie theaters want the latest, most popular movies, but right after release, the studios take an enormous cut of the ticket revenue. Sometimes 90%.
Woo!
That means if you buy a $14 movie ticket,
they take 90%. Ooh. Now I really understand why the food be so expensive, because the movies is taking almost 100%. They take 90% of the sales. So basically the food is what's keeping movie theater industries alive, right? Damn, 90%. But I mean, I understand though. I understand it's a business. That's how they work. You know, you just how can I say this? Like, they're basically just, you know, just showing the movies. Like, hey, we need y'all to show our movies that we make and give it out to the audience. I hope they like it. And most of the ticket sales go to these movie companies, and then the movie theaters, they just get like basically the change, scraps, you know, and they just have to live and survive off the concession stand.
ticket $12.60 is going straight to the studios. Over time, that number comes down. So this is the reason food at the theater is so damn expensive.
Right.
It's the only way they can really make their money back.
For sure.
20. Some theaters use AI. You can't sneak into a theater anymore, and you can thank artificial intelligence for that. The days of ticket stubs and ushers are long gone. In the technological age, some theaters don't even have tickets. Instead, sophisticated cameras powered by AI will scan your face and in an instant either approve or reject you. This is the way of the future, so say goodbye to teenage ushers, I guess.
Hey, so basically they could easily know if you pay for your tickets or not. So imagine you try to sneak up in there trying to watch a movie, and somebody just be like, "Hey, we need you to come on out. We see that you pay for your ticket. We got you on the scanner. A scanner, or imagine AI is not so good, and you did pay for your tickets, and somebody come in and be like, "Hey, you didn't pay for your ticket. Hey, I got my ticket right here, man. I got my ticket right here. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I paid for this. Something wrong with your scanner, man. I don't know why it thinks it's doing that."
19. Theaters use cold air in summer to sell food. Even if the temperature is blazing hot outside, always bring a jacket to the movie theater. Why? Chances are the theater will be cranking that AC. But don't assume management has your health in mind.
It does be cold inside that movie theater. It does be cold. You be in there like, whoo, I should have brought my jacket. And it's cold in there every time. Every time it be cold in that bitch. Every time. And then it just makes you want to go get you some food, get you something warm in you, and try to like ease it up in the middle where you don't be too cold, don't be too hot. So makes you want to get you something warm in you.
No, this, once again, is a cool, calculated business strategy. The cooler they make it inside, the more your brain tells you to eat something.
Yeah.
Preferably something warm. And at the theater, all roads lead to the super expensive concession stand. 18. 3D ticket surcharges are often just for reused glasses. There was a hidden part of 3D movies that was the real moneymaker. The glasses. Even just a few years ago, 3D glasses were required to watch certain showings of the second Avatar film, The Way of Water, but movie theaters would often charge a couple of dollars. They claimed it was special developed technology, and it wasn't cheap. In reality, though, they were extremely cheap to manufacture. In fact, there are tutorials online to make your own 3D glasses with just a pair of glasses, plastic, and cellophane tape. Cinemas scooped up most of that charge for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I only need 3D glasses to recognize a ripoff. 17. Movie theater scents are fake. That sweet smell of warm, buttery popcorn is all a lie. Okay, not always, but this is a tactic used to push you into buying yourself a treat. Movie theaters know that humans are simple creatures driven by our senses, and few are stronger than our smell. That's why some theaters are using artificial flavoring with special chemicals designed to send out a wave of that popcorny smell. Catch a whiff of that, and before you know it, you're waiting in line at a concession stand pulling out your wallet. 16. Booking seats online often adds convenience fees. Movie theaters found a way to charge us just for using the internet. At the end of booking an online movie ticket, you can be hit with a $1 or $2 convenience fee. This is a sneaky new way for theaters to boost their revenue. And one cinema chain had to cough up $9 million after a class action lawsuit accused them of not being transparent about it. So if it's convenient, head into the theater directly to buy your tickets and save yourself a few bucks.
Let me see. Damn, movie tickets in New York be like $23. Let's see, Ohio be that's about right. 15, 16. Let's see what else. Dang, California. Yeah, I can see that. California, $19.66. Let's see what else. Vermont. Hey, why Vermont don't got nothing? They don't have movie theaters in Vermont. Y'all got movie theaters in Vermont. What's going on in Vermont? Let's see. Look like I see some low ones. What's that? Wyoming? Yeah, Wyoming is like $9.28. Hey, that's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap for a movie. Let's see what else. Let's see, Florida. Yeah, about 16, just like Ohio. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, that's crazy how different prices movies in different states work. That's how they get their sales. I'm guessing because different states basically have like I know in my state, Ohio, like we have a lot of movie theaters, Yeah, I can see why like we're at the price we're at, and then also like California, that's where you make movies, and New York, that's where you make movies. And oh man, I see Georgia, they at almost $20 too. So yeah, so I could definitely understand some of these places why they have their movie charges, and then Wyoming, they probably don't got much movie theaters, so it's probably why they're low like that. So
head into the theater directly to buy your tickets and save yourself a few bucks. 15. Night vision cameras monitor audiences during films. While you watch a movie, there's someone watching you. You can't see them, but in many theaters, cameras are watching over moviegoers from above. You might think it's too dark to pick up anything. However, with the help of night vision, security staff can see everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's smuggling in your own snacks or getting a little too close with your significant other. If you
Yeah, you can't be doing no a lot of hanky panky stuff in the movie theaters and then you ever gone to movies and sneak in snacks and food? Shoot, I remember me and my grandma, we used to sneak in plates of food. We used to sneak in plates of food, have it in the foil, have it in the foil. Cause my grandma used to have the big bag, have the big old bag, and just and just be having plates of food, just like a whole plate of soul food, just be eating inside the movie theater, right? So so they really cracking down on that. Like, y'all ain't gonna be bringing all this food up in here like that. But yeah, hey, I didn't know that they do all this though. Now this must be new. I don't think they did this like in my high school days or in my younger days. This must be like all new stuff that they doing now. We would have got caught.
You know what I mean? A team of people might have been watching your very first kiss, so hope it was a good one. 14. Projection rooms in cinemas are now automated. Chances are, your cinema is running itself. For you younger viewers out there, you might not even know what a projectionist is. But before the 2000s, this was a very specialized job. They would manage sound, video, and seamlessly swap out one reel for another, keeping the movie playing without interruption. Mm-hmm. Then came digital projection, turning clunky film reels into files on a computer. That has made the projection rooms largely automated. And along with it, the profession of a projector has, faded to black. 13. Movie prices
so they don't use the old
a
projectors
few minutes
no more?
apart. Even just a minute late could cost you a quarter of your ticket price. Fancy seeing a movie in the morning? That's where the word matinee comes from. But it's now used for daytime or early evening sessions before the peak time hits. Mm-hmm. For example, at some AMC theaters, prices before 4 p.m.,
it's cheaper.
The matinee price, can be 25% off.
Yeah, it's cheaper in the daytime.
Are strict. Even if a movie starts at 4:02, the discount won't apply. So don't try your luck sweet-talking the cashier. It's no use. 12. Not all sold-out signs are real. You might still be able to get a ticket to a movie that's sold out. Allow me to explain. Some theaters use the sold out sign even when there are still seats. Why? Well, so the theater isn't too crowded. This can make the experience a little less comfortable for moviegoers. But if you understand how the system works, you can sometimes get in if you ask enough. But be warned, it will be pretty packed. 11. Membership programs trick you into spending. Membership programs are not saving you money. At least, they usually aren't. Always be suspicious of things that have free or reward built into them. The same goes for cinema membership programs, unless you have a clear idea of exactly.
Have anybody used a membership for movie theaters? I never ever done that. I don't even think I know anybody that used membership. So, do anybody ever do that? Like, is that like really a thing? Do people use like membership rewards for movies? I don't know anybody, but I was just wondering.
How much you want to spend, avoid these deals. They are designed very cleverly. They have different tiers based on points that feel good when you accumulate. And that's the point. They encourage you to keep spending much more than you would have without a membership. You go to the movies more often, buy more products, and pay a monthly membership fee. And it's all basically invisible. That's the power of marketing. 10. Combo deals usually save you almost nothing. Take a few moments to calculate that combo deal at the cinema and you'll work out that there are no real savings. Upselling is the oldest trick in the book. Getting some popcorn? Well, why not add a soda? Some candy? Well, the upselling is getting you to buy.
Oh, that is like $20 just off rip. 20, maybe even 30 just off rip. Just those three things.
Something you wouldn't have otherwise. So if you would have bought those individual items anyway, then go for the combo deal. You'll probably save a couple bucks. If not, Think about how much you originally wanted to spend. 9. Sometimes
I think the most I probably spent on food at the movie theaters probably had to be like $70. I was just like getting a whole bunch of stuff because I was like, I'm gonna probably try to eat a lot. And I was with a girl, also, so that's collateral. So like, so my stuff, her stuff, $70, just food and a whole bunch of junk food. That I think that's what it was. It was a whole bunch of junk food that we had, and I don't think we even ate it all. So that's expensive. $70, probably almost $70, but still.
R-rated trailers are played before family films. Be careful which movie you take your kids to. There might be an R-rated clip before it even starts. What am I talking about? Having trailers play before family films could be pretty extreme content. Like, before a Marvel movie, some theaters previewed the movie Red Sparrow, which is rated R for violent sexual content and even torture. Talk about not knowing your market. 8. Some theaters sell day-old popcorn. That bucket of popcorn might be a rerun. I've talked about how the buttery goodness can be simply irresistible despite all the chemicals used. But here's something you might not have considered. How fresh is it? Sitting in that brightly lit machine, it looks freshly popped. So you might be surprised to learn, it's not always fresh. It could be preserved for days after popping. And one anonymous source claimed these piles of popcorn at their movie theater were even kept in trash bags before being mixed back in. I mean, I knew my diet was garbage, but not literally. 7. Cinemas use FOMO marketing.
I'm probably not going to eat popcorn. Then again, I'm really that hungry.
The strongest movie marketing has nothing to do with the movie. To give consumers that final nudge into the theater, cinemas use a concept known as FOMO, the fear of missing out. The perfect example was Barbenheimer, when 2 iconic films came out at the same time, Oppenheimer and Barbie. Their vastly different subject matter helped create the movie event of the year, where audiences would watch both movies on the same day. The limited time event meant the product was urgent. This was a dream for cinemas, which often used the idea of exclusive offers and countdowns to put pressure on people to buy tickets.
Okay, I understand Barbie, but what's Oppenheimer about? I remember seeing that was a thing. Like Barbie and Oppenheimer, the 2 biggest things that came out at the same time. Everybody's going crazy. I know what Barbie's about. Everybody knows what Barbie, but what was Oppenheimer about? I never seen it. I might try to watch it one day if I do, but I still don't know what Oppenheimer is about, so I might watch it.
6. Indie films are given the worst time slots. The movie theater is just like TV. Prime time goes to the blockbusters, and the movies that are less popular go to the graveyard slot. That means either late at night or during the day on weekends. This makes it incredibly difficult for small movies to make a profit, but it's also where you'll find films like Sujo, Ghostlight, or Anora. And if you've never heard of them, well, now you know why. 5. Some cinemas collect data from apps. Cinema apps collect data? Sometimes even more valuable than buying a movie ticket is the information that comes with it. This is why many cinema chains have their own downloadable apps. On top of the membership programs I already talked about, these apps collect your viewing habits, spending habits, and even your location. This helps them target you with a perfectly timed promotion to get you into the cinema. Worse, the information can be sold to other companies. 4.
Information
Trailers are
marketability.
deliberately played too loud. No, it's not just you. Those movie trailers are way too loud. And the craziest part? It's designed that way. It goes back to the sound wars of the 90s, when movies switched from analog film to digital, which gave studios surround sound, clearer audio, and higher volume ranges. No one latched onto this more than the trailer making industry. They found that the louder the volume, the more it grabbed people's attention. And I am not so sure about that logic. I mean, punching me in the face would absolutely grab my attention too, but it wouldn't make me want to pay anyone after.
The movie trailers do be loud. You'd be sitting there waiting for your movie and it'd be louder than the actual movie sometimes. So I do know what they talking about.
Afterwards. 3. Films are censored in different countries. The Chinese government completely changed an iconic Titanic scene. Different versions are released in different countries. When you think about it, kind of makes sense. Different countries have different beliefs on politics, sex, and violence. And instead of outright banning films, some governments will just edit parts out. Take the movie Rocket Man. Elton John's gay relationship was edited out in Russia. And when Titanic was re-released in 3D in 2012, the Chinese government only showed Rose from the neck up in that nude scene. I mean, the Titanic without the nude painting, that's the most romantic part. What am I? That makes me seem creepy. 2. IMAX can be fake. Fake IMAX cinemas have popped up everywhere, but there's one way to spot the difference. When done right, an IMAX viewing can transport you into another world. Christopher Nolan has called it the gold standard of motion picture photography. But not all IMAX cinemas are created equal.
I think IMAX is probably like one of the best ones because like depending where you go to, like because their surround sound is great and their screens, like you seen it, is big, just like that. Versus other screens, it's just like just a normal size screen. Versus IMAX, it's like you have to look up, like literally look up, because it's just big as hell. You know, I like IMAX.
This gold standard has an aspect ratio of 1.43 to 1, 70 millimeter film, and a giant screen.
Like you see the difference here. Let me see. Let me make it smaller for you. I'll show y'all can see. Right? Like you see how IMAX is way bigger than standard screen. Standard screen is always going to have like this little black in between, so it's just real small. And versus IMAX is real big, long, basically almost take up the whole wall. Basically, versus this is just like a quarter centimeter of the wall, you know. But yeah, I made myself real small. Damn. Put my ass back up here. Yeah. All right.
Much bigger than a regular movie theater. However, other theaters have marketed themselves as IMAX without ticking all these boxes, often with a smaller screen or digital projection. One way to spot them: if it says filmed for IMAX, it means that the production and the projection of the film was digital, not true IMAX. These sound like nerdy details, but if you're paying more for a ticket, expect more. 1. Some movie theaters use dynamic pricing. The future of cinemas may look more like an airline. Let me explain. Based on a new concept called dynamic pricing, the price of a ticket can move up or down based on how popular a movie session is. And going a step further, the biggest chain, AMC, introduced its own dynamic pricing model. It changes the price of a ticket depending on which seat you select. Airlines have been using this for years.
I can see.
And now the most desirable seats will be the most expensive. So, get used to sitting at the front with your neck strained up.
Yeah.
Oh, love this movie. In the meantime, enjoy all the free entertainment we've got here at List 25. But before you go, I've got a question for you, and all you trivia heads out there. How long was the longest movie ever released? A, 9 hours, B, 13 hours, C, 2 days, or D, 35 days?
How long was the longest movie ever released? Damn. 9 hours, 13 hours, 2 days, 35. Damn. How can you watch a movie for 35 days? Damn. Like maybe like 9 hours I could probably see, like, but that's still long too. Like just watching a movie for 9 hours, 13 hours, 2 days. Man, I don't know. Do y'all know? I don't know. That's crazy.
Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure some of you will get the answer. Everyone else will be absolutely flabbergasted by it. Let me know if you've seen that movie. And now, let's move from the big screen to the little one. There's always a new TV show trying to become the next big thing. From Beyblade being a huge marketing scheme to The Simpsons being completely copied, click here to watch 25 funny ripoffs of the most popular cartoons. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, click that notification.
Alright, that's gonna be all for this video, man. If y'all like this video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share it, and share it with your peoples. And thank y'all. I'm thankful and grateful and appreciate all y'all. And this is your boy L-DUBNATION. I'll see y'all next time.
Bell,